Hi students, this is P. Venkateshwarlu, PGT Physics, Dinandal Public School. Today I will explaining about motion in a plane, part 2. Displacement vector tell how much and in which direction an object has changed its position in a given interval of time is called displacement vector. Once again, displacement vector tells how much and in which direction an object has changed its position in a given interval of time is called displacement vector. Okay, see, consider a xy coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis, and consider a position vector r1. Okay, r1 and position vector r2 with respect to origin, so we know that position 1, the particle moves 1 to 2. Okay, understand, the position vector, it is denoted r bar, which is equal to r1 bar minus r2 bar, sorry, r2 bar minus r1 bar. Okay, r2 bar minus r1 bar. So this is the displacement vector. Okay, so consider a xy coordinate system, consider a position vector r1 and r2. Here position, the particle will changes from here to here. Okay, understand, this denoted r2 r bar is equal to r2 minus r1, r2 minus r2 bar minus r1 bar. Understand? Okay, say here it is origin 0 comma 0, x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2, okay, understand. So again, once again, r bar is equal to we can written as x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap. Okay, so I cap j cap are the orthogonal vectors. How we can find magnitude? It is a direction. Magnitude r bar is equal to, we know that. How we can find length of the vector, and otherwise the distance between 2 points, how we can write? Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, it will gives the magnitude. Okay, so once again, what is displacement vector? A vector which represent displacement of the particle. Okay, here we can have two position x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2 with respect to origin. The position of the particle at time t1 is equal to at x1 y1. Next time it will changes from here to here. Okay, so in this case, the rate of change of position with respect to time is called displacement. Okay, so displacement vector we can written as r bar is equal to r2 minus r1, r bar is equal to x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap. That is direction. Magnitude, how we can find length? By using in geometry the distance between 2 points. This is the formula for distance between 2 points. We can written as root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the displacement vector. Scalar means the multiplication of a vector with scalar or with a real number. Okay, so consider a vector a bar. Okay, so this vector we can multiply with a real number. It is denoted k or lambda. Okay, so if we can multiply a vector with respect to real number means Okay, so the magnitude will increases by k times. Okay, direction is same, so we can get the resultant one like this, uh, k into a bar, k into a bar. Okay, understand? Magnitude is its magnitude increases by k times of vector, k times of vector. Okay, understand? So means when a vector is multiplied by a real number or scalar, the direction will not change. No change in direction. No change in direction. No change in direction. Okay, magnitude increases by k times of the magnitude increases by k times of the vector. Okay, means magnitude k times of a, k times of a. Understand? Simply any vector which can multiply with a real number, there is no change in direction. There is no change in direction. But the magnitude of vector increases by k times. K times. Simply we can written as k into modulus of a, k into modulus of a. So in textbook, so consider vector a. Okay, so real number it is denoted lambda, it is real number. Magnitude will changes lambda times of magnitude a, lambda times of magnitude a. So in graphical method, addition of vectors, graphical method. Addition of vector, graphical method. So how we can add two vectors or more than two vectors? Okay, two vectors or more than two vectors added, it both are in same nature. Okay, same nature of the vector, same nature of the vectors we can add. Okay, means force vector and force vector we can add. Okay, understand? We don't add force vector plus acceleration vector. It is wrong. Understand? Same nature of the vectors we can add. Okay, understand? This vector addition is three types. The vector addition is three types. Okay, so triangle of vector addition, first one. Triangle of vector addition, and the second one, parallelogram of vector addition. Third one, polygon law of vector addition. Polygon law of vectors addition. Understand? So three types of vectors addition according to graphical method. So coming to triangle of vector addition. Okay, coming to triangle of vector addition. Consider two vectors A and B, same nature. Okay, so how we can add these two vector according to triangle law of vector addition? Means if two vectors represent two sides of a triangle, A B. Okay, if two vectors represent sides of a triangle in magnitude and direction, okay, the closing vector, this is closing vector. Understand? So the closing vector is taken as opposite. The closing vector is taken as opposite. Okay, the closing vector taken as in opposite direction, which gives the resultant of both vectors in magnitude and direction. Understand? A bar, B bar are two vectors. R bar is the resultant. R bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. Okay, understand? If two vectors represent two sides of a triangle, the closing vector taken as reverse, which gives the resultant of both vectors in magnitude and direction, is called triangle of vector addition. So coming to second one, parallelogram law of vector addition. Second one, parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition, like triangle law. If two vectors represent two sides of a parallelogram, the third vector which is passing through same point, which will gives the resultant of both vectors in magnitude and direction. Okay, consider two vectors which represents the two sides of a parallelogram. A, B. Okay, these are the two vectors which represents two sides of a parallelogram. Okay, the third vector taken from the same point, okay, which will gives the resultant of both magnitude and direction. Understand? This vector we can displace in this direction. This is B. R is equal to A plus B. R is equal to A bar plus B bar. Okay, understand? R is equal to A bar plus B bar. You can complete it. Okay, understand? This is parallelogram law of vector addition. If two vectors A and B, which are represent two sides of a parallelogram law, okay, the diagonal passing through the origin, which gives the resultant vectors of both A vector and B vector in magnitude and direction. Third one, polygon law of vector addition. Okay, so polygon law of vector addition is defined as the number of vectors which represents the sides of a polygons. Okay, consider A, B, C, D, E. Okay, A, B, C, D, E are the vectors which represents the sides of a polygon. The closing vector taken as reverse. Which gives the resultant of all vectors in magnitude and direction. R bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar plus E bar. Understand? So what is polygon law of vector addition? If A, B, C, D, E represent sides of a polygon, the resultant vector taken as the closing vector taken as opposite, which gives the resultant of all vectors in magnitude and direction. To subtraction of vectors in graphical method. Okay, so subtraction of vectors is defined as simply addition of negative vector is called subtraction of vectors. Okay, so in according to the triangle of vector addition, A, B are the two vectors which represents the sides of a triangle. Okay, so the closing vector taken as opposite which gives the resultant of both vectors A and B. Okay, here, so we know that if we can B vector rotate 180 degrees, we can get the negative vector. Addition of negative vector is called subtraction of vectors. Understand? So this is A vector, B vector. B vector we can rotate 180 degrees. We can get the minus B vector. We can get the minus B vector. And the closing vector which gives resultant R is equal to A plus of minus B. A plus of minus B. Okay. Addition of vectors. Here the subtraction of vectors is defined as addition of negative vector. Addition of negative vector is called subtraction of vectors, which is in graphical method. Understand? Simply we can rotate 180 degrees means we can get negative vector. Addition of negative vector means subtraction of vectors. Understand? Here A vector is there, B. We can rotate 180 degrees, we can get minus. So this addition of A and B, addition of a vector with negative vector is called subtraction of vector. 2. Properties of addition of vectors. Okay, addition of vector. So addition of vector obeys or it follows commutative law. Commutative law. Commutative law. So consider two vectors A and B. A plus B is equal to B plus A. It obeys commutative law. And addition of vectors obeys associative law. Associative law means A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. And addition of vectors obeys distributive law. Distributive law. Okay, so lambda times of A plus B is equal to lambda A plus lambda B. So this is about properties of addition of vectors. Coming to properties of subtraction of vectors. Properties of subtraction of vectors. Okay, see here, it does not follow commutative law. Does not follows commutative law means A minus B is not equal to B minus A. And it does not follows associative law. It does not follows associative law. Means A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus B minus of C. A minus B minus of C. And the third one, it obeys distributive law. Only it obeys distributive law. lambda times of a minus b is equal to lambda a minus lambda b. Okay, so subtraction properties of subtraction vector, it only obeys distributive law. Lambda into a minus b is equal to lambda a minus lambda b, lambda a minus lambda b. So, motion in a plane vectors. Okay, so in vector, now I am discussing about resolution of vectors. Resolution of vectors is very important one. Okay, not for board exam, for different derivations, some difficult problems, we can use this resolution of vectors. Okay, see here, the content is resolution of vectors. Okay, resolution of vectors means, see here, if two vectors which are in same direction, okay, so we can add easily a plus b. Understand? If two vectors are acting in different direction like this, okay, there is no direction. Okay, so it is not x-axis, not y-axis. Understand? So it is impossible to describe the magnitude and direction. Understand? So that's why resolution of vectors very important role in vectors. Understand? Okay, here, so consider a vector a. Understand? Head and tail a. So it is not acting along x along y. If the vector acting along x along y, so easily to get the resultant and magnitude. Okay, understand? So coming to resolution of vector means the splitting of a vector along x-axis and along y-axis is called resolution of vectors. Understand? So consider a xy plane, the magnitude of vector a along x is equal to ax, along y is equal to ay. Understand? So splitting of a vector along adjacent and opposite side. Okay, understand? So with the help of the right angle triangle, we can find ax and ay. Understand? So here the very important thing is vector can displacement parallelly. See, this vector we can displacement parallelly, vertically, horizontally, like this. So we can displace a vector like this. Understand? Here, if ax also we can take like this, ax and ay. Here we can form one right angle, very important one. Okay, here in this case, sin theta is equal to what? Ay by a. Understand? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay, from this ay is equal to a sin theta. Okay, in triangle, same triangle, cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, ax by a. ax is equal to a cos theta. Understand? See here, the splitting of vector a along ax is equal to a cos theta, a sin theta. Understand? Very important one. Simply a vector lies like this along adjacent. For angle adjacent always cos, opposite always sin. Understand? This is very important one. Okay, understand? Okay, now we can write vector a is equal to ax I plus ayk, ayj. Understand? This is vector. Understand? Vector notation. A bar is equal to axi plus ayj. Magnitude of vector. Magnitude of vector. So magnitude of vector means root of square of the coefficient of I, square of the coefficient of j. Understand? This is magnitude. Direction. How we can find direction? If it is equation 1, if it is equation 2. Okay. Equation 1 by 2. 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2. We can get a sin theta divided by a cos theta is equal to ay by ax. Ay by ax. So this becomes a gets cancelled. We can get tan theta. Tan theta is equal to ay by ax. Then theta is equal to tan inverse of ay by ax. Understand? This is the direction. Understand? Any vector which is in plane, we can make xy axis based on the angle. We can find horizontal and vertical component. The splitting of a vector along x along y is called resolution of vector. So this vector equally we can split into x axis, y axis. If a vectors we can split x and y, we can get easily by resultant vector and resultant direction. Understand? So we can write a vector is equal to axi plus ayj. Magnitude, we know that magnitude. Okay. So magnitude, we know that from the Pythagoras theorem also we can get this. From this, a square is equal to ax square plus ay square. A is equal to root of ax square plus ay square. Understand? From this way we have to find a magnitude. We have to find magnitude. So once again, my children, okay, splitting of a vector in a 2D space along x-axis, along y-axis equally, this process is called resolution of vectors. Resolution of vectors. Understand? Understand, my children? Coming to one example. Understand? So coming to one example, I can make it different. Okay. So a vector acting like this. B. It is B. How we can represent this? How we can represent? Okay. So how we can get the resultant magnitude and direction? First thing, make axis x and y. Understand? So at a point you can draw the x. At a point we can draw the y. Okay. Angle, we can take angle always adjacent side theta. Okay. Understand my children? Okay. Here we can draw the diagram based on the Pythagoras theorem. This is ax, this is ay. Okay. Ax, ay are the x and y components of vector. Understand? See, ax, we can take again a. Okay, so we can get right angle or not? Yes, right angle. So from this we can get sin theta, cos theta. Sin theta is equal to opposite side. Sin theta opposite side by hypotenuse. Ay by a. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side. Ax by a. Understand? We can get ay is equal to a sin theta ax is equal to a cos theta. Understand? A cos theta, a sin theta. Understand? Okay, in this way we have to find the splitting of a vector in along x and y axis.